when I came back from Taiwan, I brought these 3 dogs with me. I knew I was coming back. I wanted something great. This guy has a story where he kind of found me and adopted me. Go look at the videos. You'll see the deal here. He's got his collar. I'm gonna take his collar off here and see that's his Chinese name. He's got a Chinese name. This is Lucky. Look at this on his neck. You can see a black line. It's not light. There's other photos where you can see this line. And that's because Lucky is a special Taiwan mix. There's a lot of mixed dogs in Taiwan from this breed here. And it was really today that it was confirmed. I got these 2 black dogs at the pound, but I knew what they were. Taiwan has this dog that came through one of the aborigine migration waves 1,000 years ago, and they brought this dog over for hunting, and they're amazing. Wow. No, hey pretty girl, I love you pretty girl. See, they really are hungry for love. Very, very hungry for it. Big ears, move around like a deer. Very, very noticeable. The ears will turn and look at you like, it's like watching the ears of a deer. It's really miraculous to watch. Hairless belly. The rear legs are longer than the front legs. Very good for running. Heightened sense of smell, heightened sense of hearing, running fast. Really amazing. And this guy, this is our other buddy. His ears stood up all the way for the first time today. That was a big deal. Again, hairless belly. No hair. But hey, buddy. Yep, no hair on the belly. And it's a really amazing gene stock. Well, if you breed this dog with, say, a black-mouthed cur, you'll get something like Lucky here. And Lucky's full of love. There's a lot of love for Lucky. I'm training him to be a therapy dog. I just need to go get the tests done on him. So these are probably the only 2 in North America, or South America for that matter, because people don't really know what they are. A lot of people think that a Taiwan breed is like Lucky. Lucky's a Taiwan mix. If you look up Formosan Mountain Dog, you'll get a mix. You won't get the actual dog, but this is the Formosan Mountain Dog. And I know this because I've visited the mountains and I've talked with the Aborigines who would breed them catch and release. So a lot of these dogs are just at large in the mountains. And hey buddy, hey Drake, how you doing, buddy? They're at large in the mountains, and then the Aborigines will breed them, and if they want more, they'll just go up the mountain and catch them, and then if they've got too many, they'll just let them go. So they breed them, catch and release. And I've talked with the Aborigines, and I've also talked with some older Taiwanese who know what these dogs are like. And so I went to the pound with this basic knowledge. They're shy. They'll work with the whole family and the whole tribe, but there's always one person they're extremely attached to. And it's a very, very strong bond. They'll bond with one person, and it's stronger than other dogs when they bond. And they don't bark unless there's a reason. They don't just bark. Well, I'm barking. We're going to bark now. They don't do that. Someone new comes to the house, they'll bark, a bunch. And once the visitor at the house is introduced, they'll stop barking. If you lock the dog on the porch and leave the house and leave him there, he'll bark the whole time because he's barking for a reason. The reason didn't go away, so he's not going to stop barking. They don't just bark for the heck of it and then stop when they're tired. They bark as long as there's a reason. And so when I got these 2 from the pound, they weren't barking. And all the other dogs were. And then I saw the hairless belly. This guy's ears were flopped down, but I picked him up, and I know that ears stand up after a time, and they stood up today for the first time. And that's how I know I chose right. I knew the traits, and I found these 2 guys from the pound, and the people that know this breed say, yup, that's the dog running around up in the mountains. So this raises a big question. People will ask me, well, how do you know it's a purebred Taiwanese dog? There's no such thing as a purebred African lion. There's a genuine lion from Africa, but there's no purebred because they aren't bred. These are the dogs at large that the Aborigines brought over and still interact with. But this is the real dog that's been at large for 1,000 years. And I know because I've gotten word from the Taiwanese and from the Aborigines who deal with this dog and who dealt with this dog for 1,000 years of tradition. So this is them. And watching them run is amazing. There's a lot of greyhound tendency. They're shy. They're easily startled by sound. They're very attached to one person. They really want love. They really, really, really want love. They're very intelligent. It's said that Taiwanese dogs will catch a fish and then pick the meat off the bone and not eat the fish bone. These are incredibly smart dogs. I've watched them chew on a pork rib for weeks and not finish the thing. But then a smaller pork rib that's tender, this little dog right here swallows the thing whole and doesn't get sick because the dog knows that it can eat that bone and digest it. These are just, I don't think you should try to feed dogs dangerous stuff, but these dogs know what they can and can't eat. And they know what they can chew on, and then they know if it's no good that they'll puke it back up. They know what they can swallow and not. They don't swallow things they aren't supposed to because they're that smart. So I brought these dogs back. I want to start breeding them. There is no registered Formosan Mountain Dog. There's no such, the kennel associations don't recognize it. And so I'm trying to establish a breed, which is this breed here, and have it formally registered as the Formosan Black, because one of their traits is that they're jet black. And so I'm going to try to get that registered by the kennel associations with time, but it could take a while. So proving the origin is not a matter of pedigree, because there is no pedigree. Proving their origin is a matter of knowing the tribal chiefs who dealt with them for 1,000 years and knowing the Taiwanese that would deal with them and know their history. It's about relations with the Aborigine chiefs and the history books. That's how you know what these dogs really are. And this is them. This is them. And there are a lot of mixes. Lucky is one. It's got these colors, but there's other dogs with similar temperament, similar ears, different color. But those are not Formosan Mountain Dogs. Those are not Formosans. Those are Formosan mixes. It's a Taiwanese dog. It's a Taiwanese mix. But in history books, this is called the Formosan Mountain Dog, translated literally from Chinese. I'm registering the name, trying to get it formalized as a Formosan Black. Formosan. Formosa is the old school name for the island of Taiwan. Hey, pretty girl. I love you, 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 pretty girl. Love you, pretty girl. Love you, pretty girl. I love you, pretty girl. Yeah, I love you, pretty girl. Love you, pretty girl. Yeah. Yep, lots of love. Hey, girl, love you. Yeah, I love you. Yeah.